Dan, what are we reviewing?
Milwaukee Portaband.
All right, guys, we have for you today the Milwaukee Deep Cut Portaband. It is the 6232, the 6232-20. We bought this brand new to test out for you, and
We beat the piss out of it.
we beat the. Yeah, we were not kind. We were not kind to this guy. One of the cool things Milwaukee says about this guy is a powerful 11 amp motor, features a CPT constant power technology to maintain speed in the toughest applications for optimal performance. And before I talk about that, I do want to mention the direct competitor to this is the DeWalt Deep Cut. And if you're going off of the amps of the motor, the DeWalt is running a 10 amp motor, while the Milwaukee is running an 11 amp motor. I didn't directly compare them, but feature for feature, that's a win for the Milwaukee. As far as maintain speed through the toughest applications,
It goes to 11 for sure.
it goes to 11. We're standing in right now an X trampoline park that was full of both 1/8 inch tube steel and 1/4 inch thick tube steel.
Yeah, we had cut it all apart with this bad boy right here.
I will say the only time that we ran into any issues with it, it was more along the lines of when the metal pinches the blade.
These things are all welded together and bolted to the floor, so you have a lot of pinch points. So as you're going through, sometimes it'll pinch. We kind of got around that by either going in on an angle if you know which way the pinch is going. So if you can't do that, the saw blade, just with this lever here, you open that up and you can pull the saw blade right out, put a new saw blade on, go to the other side, cut down through it, and you're good as gold.
Yeah.
Like, you have trouble cutting through anything. If you put the right blade on it, and we didn't at first, it just chews through it like butter. It is really actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, after we got the right blades on it, we were going through the 1/4 inch thick tube steel, and there was a lot of it.
You have your speed setting too on here, so you can slow and speed it up based on what you're cutting. It worked real well. It's pretty.
We did break it.
It's banged up. We did.
Hey, whoa, what are you doing? That's cord. We weren't kind. We were not kind.
We broke the light on it. That's all. The little LED light. That's the
Yeah.
only thing that broke. You really pissed off TikTok.
Oh my goodness.
TikTok of using it as a hammer.
TikTok was not happy.
See what happens when
Well,
you
so-
don't buy your own tools? No, we do.
So hold on. Here's the thing. Milwaukee claims job site armor technology, proprietary composite material, and crush zone barriers for exceptional durability. They put it in the description. I had to test it. Durability wise, I mean, if I were giving it out of 10, I'd say at least 8, if not better. I mean, the only thing I was able to break was the light. Next thing that they claim, all metal direct drive sealed system with gear protection, clutch drives maximum tool life, and extends gear and motor life by absorbing high impact forces.
But I think that what that's saying is not going to f up the motor when
I
you
gotcha.
when
When
you
it gets
stall
caught.
out. You know what? It didn't. It still works just as good, now than when we started, and we locked it up a lot.
High impact forces, I tested that out a few times.
Yeah, you dropped it pretty far. That's how you broke the light.
There was a couple of things we didn't catch on camera, but I dropped this from pretty high up. Here's the next thing, and this is actually an important feature to compare between different brands. Milwaukee, this has a 5 inch by 5 inch capacity. The DeWalt is a 5 inch by 4 3/4. So the Milwaukee.
Is it 4 3/4 or is it 3 3/4?
It's 4 3/4.
Oh, okay.
It's only a 1/4 inch bigger, but it is bigger than the DeWalt as the advertisement has it.
Yeah.
So lightweight, 14.5 pounds.
It's not overly heavy. We used it all day long for many, many days.
Yeah.
Roll clip.
We were using it every day, all day, for how many weeks in a row?
Yeah.
6 days a week, let's call it 2.5 weeks,
10 hours a day.
10 hours a day, all just this machine, and it did a fantastic job.
It really did. I'm impressed with it.
Includes a carrying case. This is actually nice.
And it's a tough case because we smashed it also. We're not gentle with things.
No, it did a good job.
Yeah. Fine.
The industry's largest capacity. Wow, it advertises that twice. It advertises that 3 times. Look at that. Milwaukee's really proud that this is a 5x5 cutting area. Let's talk real quick about the blades.
Oh, yeah. Don't buy the Milwaukee blades. They're garbage. I literally pulled one out, put it on there, went to make a cut, and it just snapped in half. Right out of the box, fresh, brand new. He did one, and all the teeth sheared right off of it.
First cut. That's a brand new blade. I'm very comfortable in saying Milwaukee's blades are shit. I'm sorry, Milwaukee, if you're watching this.
Make your blades better, get better quality assurance.
We tried. We tried, and then we switched over to Lennox.
Yeah.
And they were awesome.
They outperformed the Milwaukee by days. Like it
Days. The Lennox blades don't do that.
No.
I think we're going through 3 blades a day.
At least.
With the Milwaukees.
Each.
And the Lennox would last us all day.
And then into the next day, if not longer. Some of us just kept going. All in all, the Lennox ones were
those are the only 2 that we tried.
Those are the only 2 that we tried. Are we filming a video and you didn't turn your phone on silent?
Sorry, dude.
Wow.
I thought it was on silent.
It's real easy to change the blades.
It's real easy. Actually, we could do a little cutaway here because I think I've got a couple of videos of us changing the blades. I know, and I talked to some people about using a Portaband for demos like this when you're doing welded together tube steel.
Yeah.
And a lot of them asked me why we use the Portabands, because they're like, don't your blades get stuck? Don't you have to run 2 at the same time? You don't. Use the blade switch trick.
Yeah, if you run 2 blades,
or know which way your
tension's going,
and cut at the correct angle.
It's a million times better than using a Sawzall. When I cut this off, it all shakes.
Having a good morning, Dan? Or grinders.
Oh my!
It's quieter.
Easy, it's quicker. It works great. I recommend it.
I think that we need to give a conclusion. Dan, buy or don't buy?
Oh, I'll buy it. We bought it, but
we did buy it.
I'd buy it again. Though I don't know if we'll need to.
I don't think we are going to need to. I'm also going to say buy.
Yeah.
But I wonder, I feel like I should get the volt testers out and see what kind of voltage goes to that LED light and see if I can get one of those LED strip lights from Walmart and like have this light up like a Christmas tree.
This is what I work with.